What's going on? This is Larry from the farm on a foggy day. I've been focusing on the garden. That's been my thing, the garden. My logic behind the garden is I don't know what the economy gonna do. And for a lot of people who may have been outside the country for long periods of time, and you've been in these areas where you've seen poverty, or you've seen the people going through struggle, it's a reality that you really don't want to see in America. But COVID, it taught me some things, that one cough can change the dynamic of the country, can change if we could get tissue, can change if we can get food. Because it was times during COVID when we couldn't even get meat. We couldn't even get, in Atlanta, we were having, I went to one store, they were like, only so many people could come in at a time. You only can get so many items. So if it happened on a larger scale, we could be in bad shape. So for me, I want to make sure that I have a food supply for myself, my family, my elderly people in my family. Even if I don't talk to them all the time, if somebody called me and said, well, your auntie over here don't have no food, I can say, well, let me bring you some potatoes. I don't have much, but I got some potatoes, and I'm growing some sweet potatoes, some okra, some tomatoes, some beans, some bell peppers, and cucumbers, zucchini, and squash over there. And I'm gonna plant a row of corn today. I'm gonna just see if it works. I'm doing them off in boxes on top of cardboard, been on TikTok, whatever. I'm not a doomsdayer. That's not me. That's not my theory. I got friends who are doomsdayers, but I'm not a doomsdayer. What I believe, and I'm gonna say this, is this. In America, we've become too dependent upon business people to do everything for us. Walmart bring us food. Kroger, these are companies and business people, bring us food. If they shut their doors, a lot of people in America don't have a way to eat. And that's a problem, because the same thing we love about capitalism is the same thing that make us vulnerable. So we've gotten too complacent as a people. We're depending on the business people to supply for our needs. But if the businessmen change their objective and say, I don't want to do business in that country anymore, how do we eat? Today, my sense of urgency for for everyone who is watching this, is they say proper planning prevents poor performance. I would rather prepare for it and don't need it than to need it and not be prepared for it. So I'm planting a garden. I'm getting meat chickens, egg chickens, meat goats. I would rather have all this and just eat healthy and clean and not need it, or than we hit a famine or we hit the supply chain of food is broken and I don't have it. And on the flip side of that, it's just a healthier choice. It's a healthier option. You know how that food was raised. You know what was sprayed on that food. You know what that food was fed. You know these type of things, so you can eat it with confidence, all right? That's my encouragement for all you guys. COVID taught me that the world can change. It can. I'm not completely farmer life. No, I'm still going to be in the city. I'm still going to do my business. I'm still going to float around. I'm still going to do what I do, but I want to be prepared. I want to be in a position to where if the worst case scenario happens, my family and the people surrounding me are straight. They're okay. They can eat. All right? This is Larry. I'm going to say it again. Proper planning prevents poor performance. You would rather prepare for it and don't need it than need it and not be prepared for it. I don't care what you do. If you're just growing food out of pot, if you're putting it on the porch of your house or the patio of your apartment, if they let you, because my grandmother just had to get rid of hers. But whatever you're doing, you got to build up your own food source and your own food supply, because times can change and the business people can choose another country they want to do business in, and they don't want to bring their produce to America anymore. They don't want to bring their food to America anymore. They want to do business in China or do business in Thailand because it's more profitable to do business there, if that makes sense. So we have to get off of this totally dependent upon the business people to take care of all our needs to provide for us, because that can change at the drop of a dime. Get prepared, people. I don't know what's coming, but I'd rather you be prepared for it than something bad come and you're not. All right? It's Larry, man. Talk to you next time. Peace.